they may look to their leader, Kelsey Griffin, for that. Speaking of the co-captain, just a couple of weeks ago at the launch of the WNBL season, Ben Waterworth sat down with the reigning MVP. This is our first Chemist Warehouse team talk.
You're able to play the majority of the season, if not every game, which is a bit different to previous seasons. But were you carrying an injury during the grand final series?
Yes, I was. So I injured my foot in the Perth semi when we clinched to go into the grand final. And was hopeful that it would just be a matter of rest and maybe an injection or two in the off season, but unfortunately that didn't end up working, and so I ended up needing to have surgery on my foot in the off season.
You had that championship success, but I suppose how are you reflecting on the latest injury, which injury hindered you so much in the past seasons, but what about during this off season?
This off season was hard. It was probably my toughest off season that I've had, as far as I'd worked so hard to get back to a level that I was really happy with. Felt like I was carrying a bit of momentum into potentially playing WNBA. I wanted to play one more season WNBA. I didn't feel like I really got my full experience in it, and I wanted to have one more go, and so that was what I was hoping to achieve, but that wasn't the script that was written for me. But I'm so grateful for Basketball Australia and the ability to come to the AIS and rehab and get myself right for this upcoming WNBL season.
Do you still hold hopes of playing in the States again?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure that that's in my career path. I'm looking at life after basketball. At the moment, I'm on placement for teaching. I'm doing my master's, and so I'm starting to set myself up for hopefully another successful career after basketball is kind of what's more in my sights. But I'm always open to any opportunity that comes up. You know, I've got a partner, and so it'd be a joint decision as to what we do in this next season. But at the moment, it's thinking about life after sport.
Is Kelsey Griffin, the teacher, just as passionate in the classroom as what she is on the court?
I guess you'd have to ask my students. I try to bring that same enthusiasm into the class. I do love teaching. I love the interaction, the shared success in seeing people being proud of themselves when they do something that they can't or didn't think they thought was possible, which is similar to basketball, and I find that's very similar in the teaching world. But the thing about teaching is that it's not that everyone wants to necessarily be there, and so that's a hurdle that I'm finding in the classroom, is to get people excited. Where usually you show up for coaching or a sporting event, they want to be there, and so that's the hurdle that I'm trying to jump over at the moment.
From a roster perspective, you've been able to keep a lot of your great names from last season. You've lost a few at the same time. How confident are you that you can push for back-to-back championships? Yeah,
for me, I don't really like looking at back-to-back championships. I know it's going to sound a bit cliche, but I'm about continual improvement. So for me, it's not a complete clean slate, but it's really looking at this season and this season in itself. I don't think it's fair to the teammates who are new to the team to put that kind of pressure on them, or to my teammates who are returning. I think it's a new group dynamic, and you have to respect that and honor that. And so it's just about each practice getting better, and hopefully with that continued improvement, we'll be in it in the end.